My name is Tindi Munyao Kamau. Thank you all for coming. Whew, this is hard. For those of you who've ever sat at the front in a function like this, you know it's not easy. So I hope I make it through my tribute. Before I begin, there are a few people I want to thank. I want to thank firstly my husband. You know, my siblings have said that Dad was their best friend, but we all know I was the best friend. You know, for my husband, when we got married, the hardest thing was for me to, you know, leave my parents. And he shared me with my parents. And I just want to thank my husband for allowing me to be there for my dad, especially after Mom went. Thank you for sharing me. Not very many men do that. So thank you, and by extension, your family, for understanding the bond I had. Let's just all appreciate him. The second person that I want to thank is my sister Judy. Jude was not here when Dad left, and I know it's been really hard, and she's been beating herself up about it. But Jude, thank you. When Mom went, you stayed with Dad for 6 months. She didn't go back. She has a family back in Atlanta, but she did not go back. She stayed with Dad. And it was so hard for her to do that. And we thank you. We thank you for staying with Dad. We thank you. Thank you, Jude. The third people I want to thank, I don't know if they've arrived, are the people who used to stay and take care of Dad. Madima, Bakari, Evelyn, Paulo, Musioka, and Chalo, his driver. Those guys took care of Dad. You know, they had him covered. We had more people living in the house who are not us than him. So thank you, thank you. The fourth people I want to thank are HGF Mutoni, led by his chair, Rosalind Kamau and Sam Kamau. Thank you for being there for Dad after Mom left. Dad would always say, there are some people who pray and their prayers hit the ceiling. They just reach the ceiling, but there are others who pray and they go straight to God. And that was his HGF. Thank you very much. And the final people I want to thank is Dr. Kisioka, his personal physician, who has taken care of Dad his whole life. Thank you, Dr. Kisioka. I don't know if you're here. And Dr. Mohindi, thank you for giving Dad your all and sparing nothing. Okay, now I'm going to start my tribute. Like the rest, I really prepared hard for this tribute, so I'm going to read it. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I kept looking and saying, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Is it true that he's not here? I even wanted to go into ChatGPT and say tribute to a father from a daughter, but I was scared that in the middle somewhere there it would say, do you want me to paraphrase this? So I decided to do it myself. Here goes. I can't believe that I'm here again. Last year in June, we lost Mom, and now we have lost Dad. Mom had prepared us, which is why I can remember the exact time she passed away, at 6:03 p.m. on the 4th of June, 2024. But for Dad, it happened all too quickly. I'm still trying to catch my breath. My dad was a lot of things to a lot of people. A politician, a businessman, a farmer, an accountant, a diplomat, and the list goes on and on. But to me, he has always been my dad. Dependable, reliable, and so full of love. When I think of my dad, a smile comes to my face because of his great sense of humor. We used to crack up all the time, him and I, over our own little private jokes. And I'm grateful that I had that and thankful that I will always have memories. If I was gutted when Mom left us last year, losing Dad feels like somebody has ripped my heart out of my chest and is cutting it in a million little pieces. It's hard for me to accept that he is gone, but like my mother used to say, Gaindeka makosa, which means God does no wrong. And his word also says that he will never give you something that is too heavy to bear. Lord, I need you to help me with this one. because this yoke is really heavy. My dad always had time for us, and I thanked him for the gift of his presence. I never had to wonder if he loved me. Because of this, he made sure I knew. Since Saturday, the 22nd of November, my phone has not rung with his number. And for me, this is the hardest reality to accept, because for as long as I can remember, even as a child with landlines, he was the 1, 2, 3 or 4 phone calls a day that I could count on. We always used to joke that if I disappeared, he would be the first to know, and I could count on him to find me. There are so many lessons that my dad taught me, and for that I am thankful. Firstly, he taught me how to pray and to have faith in God. Secondly, he taught me you only live once, and you decide what you want to do with your life. I have fond memories of being in school and him telling me, I can pay your fees, but I cannot open your brain to read for you. That you must do for yourself. He was my #1 cheerleader. I always shared my dreams, aspirations, challenges, and difficulties with him for his guidance, advice, and mentorship. I am comforted by the fact that he lived a full life according to his own terms, and what a great life that was, and I'm thankful I got to be a part of it. As a politician, we honor his legacy for 2 things. Firstly, consistently being in one political party. My brother just said he was a life member of DP, and he always used to tell us, you don't have 2 lives, you only have 1. Secondly, for being the first to ever give away power and step down for the next generation. This he did at the DP NDC, where he stepped down for Honorable GB Muturi. And if you look at the back of your program, you see my dad doing this. And it says, from my heart to God. So what my dad used to do when he would do DP is that he would do this and then this. And when we would ask him what that means, he meant from my heart to God. So that's what the back means. Daddy, you made us so proud. I was proud to carry your name, and I promise that I will try to uphold your name and live up to your integrity and principled nature. I could go on and on about my dad, as there are not enough words that exist to describe this man, but a few come to mind. He was stoic, he was wise, he was funny, he was humble, he was generous, he was tough, he was dedicated, he was intentional, he was present, he was a good provider, he was powerful, he was graceful, and he was a true diplomat. He was kind, he was compassionate, he was analytical, he was strong, he was brave, he was an orator, he was fun, he was joyful, he was loyal, and lastly, he was so loving. They say a daughter's first love is her father, and I'm thankful that it was you, Dad, because you set the bar so high and showed me what love was. So I say this to you, Dad, one of your favorite quotes. Love which knows love. If love misses love, then love knows what love meant to love when love was with love. It's strange that I only get it now that he's gone. Say hello to Mom and build me a house next to yours in heaven, because I know one day I will see you again. So in the words of your favorite musician, Jim Reeves, who you gave me a love for, adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. The road we have traveled has come to an end. Adios, my compadre. Let us shed no tears. May all your mañanas bring joy through the years. Away from these memories, my life I must spend. Adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. I love you always. Tindi.
Thank you very much, and let's appreciate them once more as they take their seats. I'm going to invite the music team to kindly come. We're going to stand and sing together another hymn, and then after that, we're going to have the grandchildren share their tributes. And after the grandchildren share their tributes, I'll invite the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Andrew Ndolo, to come and guide us on the remaining